In the early 19th century, America was alive with the buzz of industrial progress, and nowhere was this more apparent than in the proliferation of steamboats that traversed the country's rivers and coastal waters. Among these vessels was the ill-fated Steamboat Pulaski, a symbol of both innovation and tragedy. The Pulaski, named after Revolutionary War hero General Casimir Pulaski, was a marvel of its time. Built in 1837, the vessel was designed to transport passengers and cargo between Savannah, Georgia, and Baltimore, Maryland. Luxuriously appointed, it featured elegant staterooms and a spacious dining saloon, offering its passengers a sense of safety and sophistication on the seas. The Pulaski was powered by a 400-horsepower steam engine, propelling its paddle wheels with a speed that promised swift and efficient journeys. On June 13, 1838, the Pulaski embarked on what would become its final voyage. The ship departed from Savannah with an estimated 150 passengers and crew aboard. Among them were wealthy merchants, families, and travelers including William B. Rochester, a former member of the House of Representatives, drawn to the promise of speed and comfort. The voyage began smoothly as the vessel glided up the Atlantic coast, the sea calm and spirits high. As night fell, passengers retired to their quarters or lingered on deck, enjoying the salty breeze and the rhythmic churning of the paddle wheels. Little did they know, disaster was brewing in the heart of the ship. The Pulaski's high-pressure steam boiler, a technological innovation of the time, was both its power source and its Achilles heel. Steamboats were notorious for boiler explosions, but few could imagine the devastation that awaited. At around 11 p.m., as the Pulaski sailed off the coast of North Carolina, the unthinkable happened. A catastrophic boiler explosion ripped through the starboard side of the ship. The force of the blast was so immense that it tore the vessel in two, sending scalding steam and debris into the night sky. Passengers and crew were thrown into chaos, many injured or killed instantly. Survivors found themselves clinging to fragments of the ship as it rapidly sank beneath the waves. Panic and confusion reigned as cries for help pierced the darkness. Those who managed to stay afloat faced a harrowing ordeal. The night was long, the ocean cold, and hope seemed distant as survivors drifted on makeshift rafts or clung to pieces of wreckage. Among the survivors was Rebecca Lamar, who became a symbol of resilience in the face of despair. She and her family had been traveling aboard the Pulaski, and when the explosion occurred, she demonstrated remarkable courage. Separated from her loved ones, Rebecca clung to a fragment of the ship's deck alongside several others. For over 40 hours, they battled dehydration, exposure, and the relentless sea until they were finally rescued by a passing schooner. Rescue efforts in the days that followed were limited by the technology and communication methods of the time. Ships scoured the area, pulling survivors from the water, but the loss of life was staggering. Of the estimated 170 people aboard, fewer than 60 survived. The tragedy of the Pulaski became a somber chapter in maritime history. It underscored the perils of early steam travel and the human cost of progress. In the years since, the Pulaski disaster has been remembered as a cautionary tale and a testament to human resilience. In 2018, divers discovered the wreck about 40 miles off North Carolina in about 115 feet of water. Artifacts from the shipwreck have been recovered, including coins, pocket watches, and a candlestick bearing the mark of the Pulaski. They providing a tangible link to the past and a reminder of the lives forever altered on that fateful night. The story of the Pulaski endures, a poignant narrative of innovation, tragedy, and the enduring spirit of those who faced the depths of despair and lived to tell the tale.